It was my first time entering a cooking competition, and I immediately ran into an unexpected challenge. All the ingredients on the display table were leftovers from the banquet the night before. As a chef who is extremely picky about ingredients, I had no idea where to start. And the theme of this competition was leftover banquet dishes. My opponent Mary was already moving fast. She casually grabbed tomatoes and yellow onions, peeling and slicing with smooth, effortless motions. The modern kitchen tools in her hands looked like toys. Rumor had it her pork bowl didn't even require a pan. She simply covered the leftover rice with plastic wrap. Add onions, pork, and sauce, then poured in beaten eggs. 4 minutes and 50 seconds in the microwave and it was done. While the crowd was amazed, I was still hesitating over which ingredients to choose. I eventually decided to make a pork bowl as well. I slowly picked up 2 large shrimps, carefully selected a few green onions, mixed the cooking sauce with the seasoning sauce, and simmered the pork belly in the pot. I kept a calm, steady rhythm while slicing the scallions. Mary finished 2 of her signature dishes in just 6 minutes, winning cheers from the entire audience. But I stayed focused on my own pace. Jim in the audience was sweating for me. I concentrated on cutting the scallions into fine, thin strips. The only sound on stage was the knife sliding against the cutting board. When I flipped the tempura on the grill, I quietly whispered, "Oishikunaru," as if that would somehow make the shrimp taste better. I sliced the shrimp in half, poured sauce evenly into the bowl, added freshly ground wasabi, and gently poured in hot tea. A simple bowl of ochazuke was complete. The collision of modern and traditional cooking left the judges unable to decide. Mary and I each earned 1 point, and the final decision fell to the principal. He admitted Mary had a slight edge in speed and creativity, but then added that what mattered more was whether a chef truly cared about the diners. In truth, the principal already knew his answer, but for business reasons, he declared a tie. Afterwards, the crowd left. Jim came to the back kitchen to taste my dish. 1 bite of the pork bowl, and it felt like every taste bud he had woke up at once. He couldn't stop himself and finish the entire bowl. Hearing the conversation between the principal and the head chef, Jim made an important decision. The principal admitted Mary wasn't even close to my level. He said true cooking should be gentle and comforting, something that suits the customer's stomach. By skipping eggs and onions and choosing ochazuke, I had shown real care as a chef. Suddenly, everything clicked for Jim. He came to me and asked to become my apprentice. I gladly agreed. I also decided it was time for a change, so I took Jim to visit the soybean farms. Even though there were many varieties of soybeans, each needed to be paired with the right season, and water mattered too. It had to come from the sacred spring at the 1,000-layer shrine. Grinding had to be done with a stone mill. Just like my mother used to say, machines could never replace the human heart. We loaded the soybeans and headed home, because tomorrow was the day the shop would be making miso soup.